Hello guys, I'm the Kegman. Welcome back to Kegman Plays and welcome back to the European pub crawl at a new club, Asteras Triplois in Greece. Levski Sofia didn't go so well. Let's go back to Levski Sofia real quick and we'll talk about what happened there. So the team did okay. We brought some great players in and we were doing okay-ish. Obviously, we came in ahead of the Celtic game. We only had 2 days, and we tried to get a tactic instilled and working. It never really came to fruition. There was never really a point where we had a tactic that I was truly comfortable with within the team. Now, we played a few games. We've done this here and there. We got through to like the Europa Conference League knockout stages. Done a few friendlies in the January window, and just results just did not happen. We got to the Arda game. We drew 0-0. We got called through to the board, and they literally just said, "Look, you know, you've got to win the next game, or you're sacked." So I resigned. I figured that was the best thing to do. So that's what I done. I resigned, and we were out of a job for a little while. So we had a look around, we made a few applications, and we ended up at this club here, Asteras Triplois. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't particularly want to join this club. Now, chat voted for this club. Basically, it was a case of, let's just have a job. We took over here at Asteras Triplois, and they were £2.5 million in debt. Good work, eh? We joined them at the end of the season. They just about survived relegation. We've got a couple of things we need to do this season. We need to make sure we get mid-table. We've only got a 1-year contract. Now, it was a bit of a step down in team rep. We went from a 3-star team to a 2.5-star team. The club we're at is in a bigger league now, though. And we've managed to sign some players. Like, we managed to get Robin Grund in on a free. We brought Georgios Spanidakis in. I believe we brought him in anyway on a free. We did indeed. So we've got a few players here, and we're trying to do something. At the minute, we're 4th in the league. We're not doing too badly. Club Vision, a little bit of a weird one. They want us to sign Spanish players. Now, it's not something I've seen before, where they want us to sign Spanish players. Normally, something like that, it's a case of the board members are like Spanish, for example. Ours aren't, they're Greek. It's a really weird sort of requirement. Yeah, you must get Spanish players in. Okay. Well, I brought Spanish players in. Apparently I didn't bring in enough, it seems. So we brought in who did we bring in? We brought in Ruben, who is Spanish, centre back. We brought in Jesus, who's a Spanish fullback. We brought in Alvaro Nunez, who's a Spanish right back. Marius Holman, who's a Spanish left back. Plana Guma, who's a striker, Spanish striker. And finally, Jose Ramon, a Spanish goalkeeper. So we brought in 6 Spanish players. I sold 1 Spanish player in Cito. I think we may have sold 2, actually. Borja Fernandez, I think we sold as well. So we moved on 2 Spanish players, brought in 6. Now, apparently we've not hit this arbitrary number they want us to hit for signing Spanish players. So, I don't know. Maybe we need to sign some more people. Problem is, we don't have any transfer budget. We're actually spending just about £300 a week under our wage budget too. So I can't really do much here with regards to bringing in players. Now, this is despite me having sold on around about £5.5 million worth of players to take us out of debt. We are still hemorrhaging cash. We got to a point where we had 4.28 million. We're now at 3.2 million, and that was August. We are struggling for cash, and I don't understand quite why. Obviously, expenditure is higher than income. A lot of the expenditure is on player wages. If we look at the expenditure here, you'll see that player wages last month were £409,900. Now, some of that is going to be performance-based. That's going to be performance-based on what was here before I got here. So yearly wage rises and so on and so forth. It's an extraordinary amount of money, though. It's an extraordinary amount of money. So last season, they spent 7.8 million in total, and then income last year was 8.5. Somehow they were still in debt. This season we've brought in 10.7 million, and we've already spent 5 million, and we're carrying on to hemorrhage cash. I don't imagine we're going to be at this club for very long. I think this is going to be a stepping stone to probably a job in Italy. Now, I would like to do a little bit of work here. You never know, there might be something going on. We might be able to get a better situation here, but I doubt it. I think the finances are always going to be a bit funny. I don't want to make any Greece jokes, but I think it's going to be a bit funny. Let's talk about finances and scheduling. So, as you can see, I have done an incredible amount of friendly cups in order to try and push the finances at the club. Didn't really work. We got to our first actual competitive game here when we had a 3-week break. Fucking weird. Have a game in the league and then have a 3-week break before your next game in the league. Yeah, sure. So we won our opening game 1-0 against Panionios. We then won our next game against Atromitos Athene. We lost 3-1 to Aris Saloniki, which is going to be expected. They're a much bigger club, much stronger club than ours. Drew 1-0 of AK Athens, despite us having a player sent off, which was genuinely really, really good. In fact, our goalkeeper missed a penalty as well, so we should have won 2-1 in that game with 10 men. We then beat OFI Creta 2-all, we beat OFI Creta 2-1, and then we drew 2-all with Pas Lamia. You're going to be seeing the Panatolikos game. Hopefully we're going to carry on with our current form. No, at the moment we are doing fairly well in the league. We are 4th. Athens do have a game in hand, and they are only 10 points behind us, so they could leapfrog us, push us down a 5th. Doesn't look like there's anyone below us can knock us down any further, so I would argue for a team that's expected to finish 8th, 4th at the moment isn't too bad. Now, obviously, Saloniki and Panathinaikos do have games in hand as well. Hopefully they'll lose their games, a draw, maybe, anything. I would like to get this club into Europe, because it would give me more reputation. Yeah, we can do a few things here, but we're definitely going to have to do something to gain a bit of reputation in order to push our own agenda. That being said, let's get into it. I have signed some players. We'll look at that in a moment. We'll go to the team selection. We do have a affiliate club, a senior affiliate club. It's Huddersfield, unfortunately. So we've got Jesus Valencia here on loan to help us through. We've got Okina Birhi as well. He's here on loan to help see us through. And Adi Inca, I believe, is also from Huddersfield. And Andy Allen, actually, this guy here, Mr. Andy Allen, the attacking left midfield. Now, they're not brilliant, okay, but they are free loans. We had not much of a squad here when we joined. So let's get into it. Let's see what we can do. Valencia's going to start on the left. Kumic has been a bit... but we'll let him run for now. And Basrog and Zimas up front. Seems like a good option, especially now that Jose Castro is injured. This man, by the way, we signed him on a free transfer, this American youngster. Looks like he'd be quite good. He's definitely worth a bit of money, at least. So, yeah, we've got a couple of injuries. We're going to do what we can. Let's go for it. We'll come back after a cut, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, first highlight of the game, and we are 1-0 up thanks to a Kumic free kick. That was fucking quick. 1-0 up thanks to a Kumic free kick. Let's remove that. With Zimas on the end of it, basically. Panagiotis Zimas makes us go 1-0 up in the 7th minute. Glorious. Okay, second highlight of the game is a free kick for Panagiotis Narciso with it. Great save. Great double save from the keeper there. Thank you very much. Really good work from him. Dalcio with the corner. Why do I always say free kick as a corner? Sifsis with safe hands. Kayla Rosa. Narciso. Ball sort of partially cleared there. Dalcio's got it loose. Now, we are playing a counter-attacking tactic. I might switch to our attacking version of this tactic. In fact, I am going to, thanks to that Marcos Martino goal. We are on the attacking version. Let's go back to the counter-attacking version. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, straight away, Ruben Anzulas gives it away to Kanalakos. Doesn't get stolen. Dalcio finds Varzalotis. Kanalakos to Varzalotis. And fortunately, Arias skies it okay. Kos to La Rosa. Back to Kos. He's closed down briefly. Doesn't really do much of it. Good bit of pass and play there from the Panatolokos midfield. Long ball back to the goalkeeper, Lay. Giving plenty of time on the ball. Tries a long one forward to Kanalakos. And La Rosa Plays it back to Kausa. Varzalotis doesn't get fucking taken out by the defender, does he? Really frustrating, that. Really frustrating defending. Okay, Sifs is probably the last highlight before half-time. Hopefully we aren't going to concede. We've been very much on the back foot for this game. Now, I don't know if Panathinaikos are a big team. I don't think they are. I know they're lower than us in the league. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we can do in the rest of this game. They are dominating us quite massively. I think one thing we can do is actually switch back to the more attacking version of the tactic. I think maybe I switched to it a little bit too quickly. Fortunately for us, the team does know both tactics at this moment in time. Not fully, but they know it enough for us to switch to this. We'll switch Valencia to a winger on support. And then we'll get Costa as a wing-back on automatic. And Jesus as a wing-back on automatic. And see if we can get anything out of that. Any players playing particularly poorly? Now, Spanidakis is not playing particularly well. Neither is Robin Grund. But we'll leave him for now. Hopefully, we'll see what happens in the second half with him using the more attacking version of this tactic. Okay, Kanalakos to Varzalotis. Valencia does get the ball briefly, but Varzalotis gets it back. Unfortunately for us, the boys clear it. Grund to Rog. Spanidakis. Got players out wide. Grund finds Kumich to Jesus. Hopefully cuts it back inside, and that's Valencia making it 2-1. His first goal of the season, an assist from Jesus. And that is a nice little finish. A little bit convoluted in the gameplay. Like here, you probably should have seen a lofted ball through. You had a couple of players out here. Why Spanidakis played it to Grund before Panty Kumich, I don't know, but there was a lot of space over on this side of the pitch. And managed to make the most of it. Jesus getting further forward against... I mean, don't get me wrong, I know I'm using wing-backs, but having my wing-back get further forward than my winger when there's nothing about is a little bit worrying. That's gaps. That is holes behind. Let's demand more out of this team. Okay, Varzalotis to Dalcio. He's dancing through the team. Fortunately for us, Grund nicks it. Now, we're going to have a quick work with Grund in a minute. I do fear he's going to get sent off. Finds Spanidakis. Great ball. Zimas nearly has the option to bury it. Kumich to Jesus. Low one in. Zimas makes it 3-1. Beautiful stuff. And I think very, very quickly now is the time to have a word with Mr. Grund over here. Now, how many people do we have on yellow cards? We've got Georgios Angelos. Okay, so Grund, edit. Ease off. I can't have ease off tackles, no. Unavailable for the role and duty selected. Ah, I see. Now, what if we change you to a deploy and playmaker on defend? Can we then add in? There we go. Ease off tackles. Lovely. For Antzulis, I don't think we can give him that either. No, we cannot. So instead of a no-nonsense centre-back, which goes central defender on defend, we'll have a word with you very, very quickly. Edit your instructions. Ease off the tackles for now, because I don't want either of them getting sent off. I've had issues of sending offs in this save or at this club already. Let's get creative, though. We don't deserve to be anywhere near this game. Hey, Varzalotis to Kanalakos. Valencia's stolen it. Going for a big push here down the wing. He's going to do anything with it. Very, very, very gently shoot a goal, basically, or pass it into the keeper's hands. Right, Grund for Gareth Hughes and Georgios Antzulis out for Stamoulis Sosis. Okay, we're going to demand more. We're going to tighten up a little bit as well. We're going to time waste all the time. Make our last sub as well. We've got a few people who could come on. I don't know who we'll bring on. Holman is a youngster, but he's on loan, isn't he? Alvaro Nunez is also on loan. I'm going to take Nunez on. Who's actually looking the weakest? Joel Valencia. I'm going to actually get Gareth Hughes in the... No, I can't, can I? I haven't got the people to do it. Unless we move Bass Rog. Okay, so Gareth Hughes, Joel Valencia, Bass Rog, Joel Valencia to Fajiri. We rest up players that way. Okay, lovely. So a nice 3-1 away win against Panathinaikos. We did not deserve that win. We FM'd them good and proper. Basically, it's the attacking power that we had within the team that have ended up winning us the game. neutralise their attack. We're going to get an assertive, a good win. Well done, boys. I think a 3-1 away win against a team in 10th isn't too bad. Keeps us in 4th. We are 3 points ahead of Athens. Goal difference is actually similar. I'm hoping they mess up their game. We're ahead of Lamia at the moment as well. And we're still, we're only 1 point behind Saloniki and Panathinaikos. They did win 3-0. And Saloniki, PAOK, Saloniki won 6-1 against Panionios. Now, I'm not expecting us to win the league. Olympiakos winning 5-0. There's teams here we're not going to get close to. Okay, there are teams here we're not going to get close to. We're not going to be winning the league. However, top 5 does get some sort of European qualification going on. I do want top 5. I think top 5 is viable. Obviously, if jobs come up before then we're moving on. But anyway, that'll do. But thank you very much for joining me, guys. It's been another fairly successful episode with the results. I am live over on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Times vary. Normally sort of 7, 8 o'clock. But if you want to know exactly when I'm going live, do follow me on my Discord and my Twitter. There'll be links for those down below. And of course, follow on Twitch. You get notified when I do go live with this very save. Again, down in the description below. I've been a Kegman. Have a lovely, lovely day. I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.